Wow. That was cool. I
Yeah.
loved it.
That was
And
neat.
Dan,
Dan,
getting your cameo.
you'll be signing so many autographs at camp. now.
Oh, man.
People are going to be like, it's Dan Bates.
That video is so funny.
Their heads off, and you see the field, and it's hard to not be romantic about it.
Hey! Big shot! There you go. Big one! Big Dan. Look at that one.
Thankfully,
around.
you're already in slow-mo.
Yes.
You don't have to, although Dan's going to slow it down even more. All right, welcome back to the Buffalo Plus channel, presented by Connors and Ferris, Mike Catalana, Dan Fates. I am Jenna Cottrell. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. We're talking Hard Knocks, episode number 1, our reaction to everything. It was a special night as the Bills being featured, episode number 1, the premiere of the Bills at Fisher. Mike, our own Dan Fates, a little cameo in there.
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
It was great because we're watching and we're not sure because you guys know, if you watch us, they filmed a bunch of stuff of all of us. As you already know, if you've watched the episode, that was not in this. But while we were waiting, we're sitting there going, just watching who's going to show up. And then the next thing you know, slow-mo Josh with slow-mo Dan right next to him. What'd you think?
The reaction was funny. Just because.
Yeah.
So Jenna smartly decided to set her phone up to record of us watching the podcast or the episode because we all were together. And this is our reaction. It's funny because we were all waiting for the cut to the Bean interview, like to see that.
Yeah.
So we kept being like, is it here? we kept being like,
They mentioned Bean.
They mentioned Bean here. Oh, wait. What about this? Or they'd show like a landscaping shot.
Yeah.
And Mike would be like, I don't know, guys.
That could be it.
That could be the bush at Mike's house. But so when that just popped up, it was like, oh!
Yeah.
It was
So
awesome.
that was funny.
And in fairness, you're good at that. Is your shot. You love the tunnel shots. You're great at the tunnel shots. You're either following them in and you hit it right there and you're right next to them. So
That was day one. That was day one. We're following
Yes.
Josh no matter what.
yes.
Just happened to be.
I gotta say, the arms looked good.
It was a good day.
He's
It was a good
happy.
day. It was a good day.
Pumped up
Your
right before he
face
came
was
out.
like, you can tell
Somebody
you're-
said it was the Zoolander face, which I thought that was pretty good. Yeah,
I mean, obviously it was you and Josh, so everybody was looking at you. So that was
Obviously.
really good.
obviously,
Oh,
but I did
that's
instantly go
incredible.
back to what did I wear that day? Because we had joked around about like, oh, we got to make sure our outfits are good.
Yes.
It was one of those moments where I was like, what did I wear? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
There wasn't a big like ketchup stain on it as we go
No.
through it.
Not a lot of media. I wouldn't say cameos. I would say shots.
Yeah.
I saw a shot of Thad Brown
Yep.
early on,
Yep.
Channel 8.
Mookie.
And I saw Mookie Hawkins getting an interview.
Yeah.
With
That was-
Hairston.
Yeah, that was more of, but not a lot. You know, you see people sort of around, but you were one of the prominent ones in episode 1.
Yeah.
I got it.
Look at you.
Love it. All right, let's talk more of our takeaways from episode 1. I think Trey White is just a star. Like him at Pittsford Dairy, the Trey Day Sunday was great. I mean, him running up the hill, him like his mentorship to Max Hairston. Like I just thought, to me, he was one of the guys that I was like, he was a star.
That running up the hill. We were all at practice. We believe it was the day that Max
Yep.
Hairston was injured, and we were waiting
Yeah.
and hoping to talk to Trey. And then we saw him leave and go all the way at the other end of the field. His wife was with him. And we thought, well, maybe he just wants to avoid the media,
Mhm.
you know, and he's
Yeah.
and his wife, and they walked 100 yards to get to that spot. Oh no, he was in full uniform running up hills at Fisher. That was a cool shot that they had.
Yeah.
But your point about Pittsford Dairy, I mean, and he got Christian Benford to laugh, smile, talk to everybody.
Say words.
Yes.
I didn't say a lot of words.
A little
He was
bit.
like, this is good.
He liked
Yeah.
the Sunday. And Trey was the Trey that we all knew and we've
Correct.
seen
Mhm.
at camp, and now everybody got to see that guy.
I thought they nailed the interaction of the players coming into camp, like showing up at the dorms. It was
Josh with his
Josh every step of the way, just this.
wave.
And then I thought there were a lot of good one-liners that I wrote down. Dawson Knox's "Look at this view." was
Yes.
It's like, what else could you do? Like
That was
one,
perfect.
that was really good. Josh had the one about it was the best night of my life, talking about the wedding. He's like,
Yeah.
and it was my wife's. At least that's what she said. Was
Yes.
just the subtle like
Yeah.
chef's kiss
Very,
of
very Chris Pratt-esque.
Yes.
so Chris Pratt-esque. It was
Yeah.
very funny to get to see. And like I said, we see that in like snippets, like in and out of press conferences when we
Yeah.
get to interact with Josh. It's funny to get to see it like up close and personal like that.
I
Yeah.
love the meeting room stuff.
Love it.
We never get that.
Yeah.
You all
Not in the
hear
building.
locker room
Not in the building.
speeches after games. Like, the team puts that out. That's cool. We've seen it. But the meeting rooms, I've seen tons of them from other teams.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And to see it be Joe Brady, Bobby Babich, who will, I think, be in every episode, and Sean, I thought that stuff was kind of cool too. That takes you into another place that we don't normally see. Oh, and in the dorms, did KJ Hamler say he had a pregnancy pillow?
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
We
That was-
watched it with our significant others. Renee knew exactly how
Zach has
comfortable.
one.
He does,
He
really?
calls it the sleep system. He's going to kill.
So Josh you just said your husband has a pregnancy pillow.
He calls it the candy cane. And there's the candy.
There you go, Josh.
Oh,
See? Or
Zach.
Zach, see what happens when you
I'm like, he's gonna be so mad at
Yeah.
me. Oh my god.
I think
Woo.
another thing that we expected, Bobby Babich is screaming.
Yeah.
There was a time where Trey's talking to Brandon Bean, and it's a cutaway from across the field, and you're like, oh, this is like real great. And he's saying, it's great to have you back. How are you feeling? And Bobby just is in front of them screaming,
Sorry.
just screaming.
So you could say that Bobby Babich interrupted the owner and the GM.
Well, that was Trey.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Trey
Yeah.
and the GM. That's right.
Yeah.
He kind of interrupted them.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite to the point. I did like in the meeting when he told the defense, stay away from 17.
Yeah.
That should be assumed.
And then he looked at Taryn and was like, you
Do stay away.
You
Yeah.
stay away.
The scooters bit was funny, and you will, if you go to camp, you will see the guys all on their scooters. KJ Hamler talking about how he got a bum scooter.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Okay.
So good. And then Spencer Brown, I can't wait to clip that.
Oh.
Him just large man,
Giant
small
man.
bike, and just the wave.
Yeah, when they were joking about Trey and Max's skinny legs compared to the other guys.
milk.
How about Josh talking, theories of gravity?
Galileo.
Yeah.
Yeah, with his
9.8.
O-line.
Yeah.
Had him go in there a little
I
bit.
think Josh is really smart.
I agree.
Okay, good.
How smart do you think Josh is?
I think Josh could be a Mensa.
He's very bright.
He's very bright.
And he,
I don't think he would ever say that.
no,
but
he does. Even when they tell him good throw, he deflects it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or when they were touring the stadium, kind of cool to hear Josh and Terry Pagula together
Yes.
walking around the stadium, getting that view. But even then, when Terry joked about like something about the quarterback, he's like, because he doesn't. I can't imagine being a person who doesn't take compliments well.
Shut up.
Shut
That's right. I
Shut
up.
Yeah, I thought that the stadium was very interesting because we still, I know we've seen images, videos of it, but to get to see Josh taking that in, that was pretty cool behind the scenes. And then obviously talking about the wind, and then they're talking about, oh, there's this big beer garden, and Josh drops the fans here drink, fans here drink beer. I thought that was very good.
Yeah.
I
loved, and this was in the beginning, and it was McDermott in the meeting room, but just talking about like embrace the fail. Like you're going to fail. This is the time to do that though. And I know it was really early on, like him talking about like, just let it rip. But I think that's something that you kind of forget. Like, yes, these guys need to be good. They need to be dialed in, but like, this is the opportunity for them to try stuff out, to do different things, to see how that process plays out. So I thought it was refreshing to hear a coach be like, hey, I don't expect perfection. That doesn't mean it has to be, it's good to be bad, but it's like, embrace that and let it rip.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah. I have a newfound respect and fear of AJ Epinesa.
Dude, the snakes thing, I'm out.
You would
I
be that
literally-
way with a frog,
I
let
literally
alone a
said
snake.
AJ horrified. No.
And he's
Yeah.
like, oh no, they're constrictors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, and
as
it's
it
11
bites the
feet
camera.
long.
Yeah.
As the snake
I
snapped at the
said
camera.
I wouldn't drive my car down that area. He's
No.
walking around looking for snakes. That was wild to see that.
wild.
How about us? Something else that was kind of wild to see. Dion.
Oh, with the drifting? That scares me. Oh my gosh. I'm not built.
I
I'm
know
not built
that-
for that.
I know there are things in contracts that players can't play pickup basketball. They can't go skiing. It would void their contract.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things that teams are obviously protecting their asset. Dion is one of a kind to just be. And by the way, it's not like he has one and he like takes it around a public track. It looks like he has his own racing garage track set up. Unbelievable.
I said to you guys, maybe Terry Pagula just found out about that tonight.
Chance.
This is what he
There's-
does.
yeah.
And he's got the kids.
His kids are stars.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Kids are stars.
Dion is
Very
obviously
cute.
was one of the stars tonight. Josh, obviously a star. Dion a
Trey.
star and Trey a star. They
Yeah.
really were the stars.
Yeah.
Also, one of my favorite one-liners from Josh was the return of the blue and red, and Jackson Hawes caught the ball and then threw it, and they cut to Josh and goes, "Oh, we need that ball."
Yeah.
was
That's
very
good.
was very good.
Well, no, you say Dion, Josh, Trey, Rochester.
Yeah.
Obviously, of course, also a star. Got some Pittsford Dairy in there, some beautiful glamour shots of our area. And I think it's so cool because, yes, I forgot that the Bills are one of 5
Yeah.
teams that go away to a college for the preseason, but that's really cool.
And like I said, we would like to be in the show. It would be cool.
Yes,
to
we're gonna
highlight
be in
us.
it.
So
Yes,
but
we're going to be in it.
I
Dan
can-
says that he's already been
I
in
can
it.
take a yes, he has. I could take a step back and go, yeah, it would have been cool to be in it. I love Hard Knocks. I think it's a great show. And when I look at it as a whole, if you don't know the Bills more than Josh is your fantasy team
Yeah.
quarterback, you root for him because you don't like the Chiefs or whatever it is, you were like, you would love this team right away.
100%.
I'm not saying a Dolphins fan or a Jets fan. I'm just saying if you don't know the team, that's what I like about Hard Knocks. I don't, even though we know the teams in a certain way, you don't really know them.
Yeah.
Aaron Glenn, got to know him a lot in the Hard Knocks
For
that
the
they
Lions.
did with the Lions.
Yeah.
There's coaches or players. I think Bobby Babbage is going to get that. I think Joe Brady's going to get more of that. And I think the entire franchise, it was good for Terry Pagula. It was good for the franchise. The stadium looks awesome.
Yeah.
So it was a very positive thing.
Awesome.
We're going to be in it.
Okay.
Because they haven't done the Bean segment.
They haven't done a Bean one or a Sean
Or
one.
a McDermott. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
our questions about their relationship, how Bean has handled the trials and
He's-
tribulations.
He's
how-
co-producer of
how-
episode 2.
of how Bean has changed, some people would say, over
Mhm.
the last 9 years. I think they have to do that story. Somebody asked a question that would work for that if they needed some video.
Brandon, how have you changed?
So dramatic. Dan Patrick. Dan
Yeah.
Fates, Dan Patrick.
I know you so well. We obviously know each other so well, and I could hear in your head you being like, "Just don't mess up. Just don't. Just
That was-
don't fuck up."
It was like, make sure the camera.
Yeah,
you
you're
know
like-
what's so bad? Do you want to know what's so bad? Is that I knew I could say something, but then you had to give it a minute. You had to give it a minute for the
Brandon.
camera to cut.
So you were
"You are
directing
a
and
ham.
producing.
You are a ham. Meanwhile, I'm like, don't get a video of me, and Dan's like, I gotta wait for them to cut to me. I know you so
It
well.
was. I
Wait
knew
for it.
Brandon.
Wait for it.
the pause to be like, hey God, when they edit this, they're gonna need a second to cut to me
Literally in my head, I was
Because
like,
I'm
I
like-
know
because I'm thinking to
exactly.
myself, I go, the Hard Knock producer, they don't know who's asking the next question. So if I say something, they can then swing the camera.
You've got this all
Oh
set
my
up.
God.
This is your preview
my
of
God.
episode 2.
It's gonna be James Cook will be the
Yes.
big thing on episode 2,
Yes.
which will bring in Bean, his conversations, all of that, and then they circle back to Brandon on the patio.
I
podcast.
kind of was a little surprised they didn't have somewhere in there the cook thing, but they did. They ended it on a big high note. That was a celebration of the team.
Yeah.
And they did say that's big picture what they do in the first episode. They really did a good job of that. So there's 4 more episodes to go. So
Oh my gosh,
That
so
just made me funny.
I know you so well.
Oh, little tears, couple tears.
Yeah,
and
so
obviously, if you're watching this, you watch the episode, as Jenna would always say, please comment in on all these things. What your highlight was, what you really liked. If there's anything you didn't like, I don't know. Like I said about AJ with the snake, that's just kind
Yeah.
of something to see. What you thought, because I think if you're a proud Bills fan, you're watching this, you're pretty excited from what you saw.
Yeah,
in episode 1.
like I said, my wife came in to
My wife.
watch it. My wife came in to watch it with us, and I was asking her, who does not know first down, third down, anything like that, how many yards, doesn't understand football, but she loves the stories of things.
Yeah.
She liked watching Full Swing. Like, she likes what are their significant others like, their family. I thought that was really cool. And she was engaged and was like, that was really cool to get to see all that goes on at training camp. She sees us or hears what we're doing
Yeah.
to actually see all that goes into it was pretty cool.
I need Dawson Knox's wife to teach me how to fold clothes.
That was unbelievable.
First of
that
all,
was unbelievable.
her saying this one bag, and you laughed because
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to do that.
Absolutely not.
And she's like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah, no, I'd be like, no, just shove more in there. It's okay.
12 days into one carry-on gives me anxiety.
yeah.
Yeah,
That is
I was
impressive.
like, that'd
Yeah.
be easy for me.
yeah, piece of cake.
This view. That was funny.
Yeah, you do get a little sense of the dorm rooms, obviously,
Yeah.
and what they do.
Look
But
at this view.
yeah, those guys have gotten used
Some
to it.
dry humor as
Yes.
well. No, I thought it was great. Yeah, I'm looking forward to them talking more about Sean, about Brandon, some of the other storylines, the James Cook stuff. But I thought all in all, it really set the tone for
Yeah.
who this organization is, who are their main guys, and kind of some of the fun characters along the way.
And the other thing I wanted to add, there are people that haven't watched this show. Maybe they're watching it now because it's the Bills. It does morph more into football.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, because this show was about football, but it was Josh and how good he is. Great video that they have of camp, but it becomes storylines about making the team, who needs to step up, those kind of things. Because it's 5 episodes.
Yeah.
So it leads up to it, but it's stories like this. And then they'll have stories, from the first preseason game after somebody has a good or bad game,
Yeah.
leading into the next one. So
White Steve.
yes, got in there.
White Steve getting the shout out. And
Yeah.
he even said, because we talked to him and he's like, how was that touchdown or something, like the celebration? And he was like, they hated the spike. And they showed the clip of them hating the
The
spike.
spike.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he
that's
said,
fair.
I made it, right? Or
Yeah,
like, this is,
Josh looked at me. It was like the play was called for him. So
yeah, that was great.
more
What-
from White Steve coming up this week.
What did you think of Joe Brady?
More airtime than I thought, but because it was so offensive forward, it felt like, Josh centric, offensive centric. I thought they got into Josh Palmer very early.
Yeah, I think they're introducing those things. I wonder how much of the next 4 episodes are specifically about Josh.
I think
Very little.
little.
I'm with you.
I
I'm not
agree.
saying that he will be in them,
Yeah.
but his role in the preseason games will be very limited. If he plays,
Yeah.
that will be highlighted in those games. I only say that because they did cover a lot about Josh.
Yeah.
His last year, he's getting married, all those things that were in there. I'm not saying they're not going to have him in there, because they will. Maybe playing one of the dorm games, playing the Catan. But there's a lot of players and a lot of things we've seen them shooting. So we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, I agree. All right, cool. Good stuff. Really, wow. That was cool. I
Yeah.
loved it.
That was
And
neat.
Dan,
Dan,
getting your cameo.
you'll be signing
How
so
much-
many autographs at camp. now.
Oh, man.
People are going to be like, it's Dan Bates.
That video is so funny.
My God, he's got it
It's
clipped.
unbelievable.
He's
And
gonna walk
thankfully, you're
around.
already in slow-mo.
Yes.
You
he
don't have
would.
to, although Dan's going to slow it down even more. Hold on. I'm going to zoom in on your
Superstar.
Hold on, Dan, take the one shot. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Yeah.
There's the open.
Don't you fucking Don't you do that to me.
Don't you?
Don't you do that to me. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
That was cool. We'll see about episode 2.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know how you thought the first episode was and what you make of it. And if you saw Dan, you were probably paying attention to Josh Allen, but we were all looking at Dan. All right. Thank you so much for watching. For Mike and Dan, I'm Jenna Cottrell. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. We'll catch you next time here on the Buffalo Plus channel presented by Connors and Ferris.
Dan, slow-mo.